In this world of nonstop notifications and texts that disappear in a second, let's slow things down a bit. We're going to rediscover something a little more timeless, a more real way to connect, the personal, handwritten letter.
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Not a bill, not some junk mail, but a real letter that someone actually sat down and wrote just for you. That feeling of spotting it in the mailbox, the actual weight of it in your hand, it's a pretty special experience, isn't it?
Look, emails and texts are great for quick updates, for sure. But a letter is just different. It's a physical thing, It's a piece of someone's actual time and attention that they sent directly to you. It's a real, tangible way of saying, hey, I actually took a moment to think just about you. Now, I get it. Writing a letter might seem kind of old-fashioned, maybe even a little intimidating. But honestly, it's incredibly simple when you get down to it. We're going to break it all down into its essential parts, and you'll see just how easy it is to create something really, really special.
So to help us out, we're going to take a look at this letter right here from our friend Theo. He's writing to his Aunt Maria, and we're going to use his letter as our guide to see how it's all put together piece by piece.
Basically, every great personal letter follows this same simple roadmap. It's just 7 parts from start to finish. Think of it like a recipe. It's a classic formula that just works. And once you know these steps, you'll never have to stare at a blank page wondering where to start ever again.
First up, the place and date. You just pop this in the top right corner. It's a small detail, but it's so important. It instantly grounds the letter in a specific time and place, kind of turning it into a little time capsule.
Okay, next is the salutation, or the anreta. This is just your greeting, your hello, and it really sets the tone for the entire letter. You can see Theo keeps it warm and personal with Dear Aunt Maria. It's simple, it's classic, it's perfect.
All right, so we've got the basic structure down. But now for the big question. What do you actually write about? This is the part where a lot of people get stuck, but it's also the most fun, creative, and personal part of the whole thing.
Just remember, a letter isn't a report card or a resume. It's just a conversation on paper. The only goal here is to share a little piece of your world, what you've been doing, what you're thinking about, how you're feeling.
And hey, if you're still staring at that blank page, no problem. Just think about the simple things in your life. Talk about your pet, a hobby you love, that last trip you took. And here's the real secret sauce. Always ask questions. That's what turns it from a monologue into a real conversation.
And if we look back at Theo's letter, you can see he does this perfectly. He chats about his dog, a big soccer win, and then he flips it around and asks his aunt about her life. It's that perfect mix of sharing your stuff and showing you care about theirs.
So you've shared your stories, you've asked your questions. Now, how do you bring this plane in for a smooth landing? Let's go over the final little touches that wrap up your letter perfectly. Right before you sign your name, there are 2 final beats. First is the closing sentence, the Schlusssatz, just a final thought like, I'd love to hear back from you soon. Then you've got the valediction, the Grußformel. That's your simple warm regards or Liebe Grüße. It's basically your friendly way of goodbye.
And hey, before you fold it up and stick it in the envelope, just run through this super quick checklist. Think of it as a pre-flight check. Make sure all the key parts are there, give it a quick scan for spelling, and you're good to go.
Okay, the letter is written, it's checked, it's signed, but it's not going anywhere without its travel documents, right? So now it's time to get the envelope ready for its journey.
The envelope is basically your letter's ticket to the world. And getting it right is so simple. It really just comes down to 2 key addresses. So on the left, you've got the sender, or Absender. That's you. Your address goes in the top left corner. That's so it can find its way back to you if it needs to. And then, front and center, is the recipient, the Empfänger. That's the main destination, where your letter is headed.
And last, but certainly not least, and I mean, please don't forget this part, the stamp. It goes right up there in the top right corner, and it pays for your letter's trip. Without it, your thoughtful message, well, it's not going to get very far. And that's it. That's the simple, beautiful art of the personal letter. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about connection. So the only question I have left for you is who are you going to write to? Who in your life deserves to open their mailbox and find that special piece of your time waiting for them?